Welcome back to Brent's Tech Tips. We're going to dive a little deeper into Android 12. There's a few things that I've come across that I thought would be useful and uh, very made things a little more efficient as well. Let's first let's start out with the camera. There's a lot of things in the camera that are have been refined a little more. But one of the things that I noticed, for instance, is if you're in the photo mode, before you would have to hold down the camera button and to record something, and as soon as you let off it would stop. Two, you weren't able to use your different camera lenses. Now, what's changed is now when you hold down the camera button, you get the option where you can slide it up and lock it. Now what that will do is it will record, or you can pause it, or you can take a snapshot, or you can even choose the different any of the three different lenses on the back of your camera, as well as you can change it to the selfie mode. So this is one of the things in the camera section that I thought was useful. As you notice too, things have been changed as far as the way they're laid out. A little easier to get than they were before. So that's just, but the recording in the photo mode is so much more versatile now. So I thought that was a nice tip. Also, let's go to the photo editing. Let me open a photo here. Let's see here. This photo already has plenty of light balance in it. But one thing that they added to the photo editor is if I go into it and go into the brightness settings, okay, they added light balance. Now, light balance is such a useful tool, because sometimes you take a picture, whether it's starting to get dark outside or you're inside and the lighting is kind of off and you don't get enough light balance in your picture. In other words, your picture could end up being dim like that. But with the light balance, you can take the slider and move it up, and you can actually make that picture look the way it needs to look, and you'll be happy with it. So that was another tool that I found that was nice. Another thing is the notifications. Now the notifications are going to be pretty much the same, except for, let's go into accessibility. Now accessibility, you have let's see, advanced settings. We're going to go on the flash notification. Now before, you had it to where when you got a notification, you could set it to where your flash on your camera would flash a couple of times. Well, now you have the option of turning the screen to where it will flash. And right now you'll see I have the color green selected, but you can select different colors. So if you have several different apps that you're expecting notifications from, you can customize the different apps with a different color. Or you can set it like it is here, you can set it for all apps to do this. But let me show you a preview. See, it's going to flash 2 times green. I thought that was nice, because if you have your phone face up, you're not going to see the camera flash. And I don't always see my notifications either at first until I check my phone. So this is kind of a nice, if that's something that you're, that you find that you would use, I think it's a nice addition. All right, let's go into the protect battery. This is something that you may never use. I don't know, because I always charge my phone up to 100%, and I plug it back in around 15 to 20%, and I've always done that. Um, the if you go into the battery and you go into more battery settings, it gives you the option at the very bottom to protect battery. This is to extend the lifespan of your battery and limit the maximum charge to 85%. Well, if you're like me, you can use all the battery you can get. And if I charge it up to 100%, it easily lasts me all day. Unless I'm just doing something really intense. But, for the most part, watching videos, playing some games, shooting some emails, receiving notifications, texting, stuff like that, I still usually, I could leave it off the charger and still use it very easily, probably half a day the next day. But this is an option if you are concerned about the lifespan of your battery. They say that these batteries that they put in the phones, these lithium batteries, they don't like to be charged to 100%. So they say it actually lowers the lifespan. So anyway, that's kind of a nice little feature if you're concerned about that. Another thing that I liked was the widget menu. You go to widgets. Now here, used to, you would just scroll through a bunch of widgets to find the widget you wanted. Well, it's not like that anymore. Now you actually have a list. So you can scroll through here and find the widget you want much quicker. It's much simpler to do. And another addition to that is they added some features for the calendar. So now you don't just have the month showing unless you want it to. But you have the month and today's activities, and then you have, or you can just have a widget that shows the activities for today, or you can just have the single widget that has like a special date for something, whether it be anniversary or whatever it may be. So I thought that was nice and helpful if you're one that uses widgets. Another thing is if you go to messaging, this is really nice because if you go into messaging, most people love sending emojis, and they've made the emojis to where they've added more to it. So basically, you can, let's see, you can go in here, and as you can see, there's like 3 different examples here. You can combine emojis, and it makes it more entertaining. In other words, this one here, you can send that one, or you can send this one, or you can send that one. It's a neat feature, I think, especially if you like to send a lot of emojis. These are suggestions here, but you can download lots of emojis and GIFs and customize them and tailor them the way you want to. So I thought that was another nice thing as well. Also, you can go into your location settings. Let's go into the settings here, and then let's go to privacy. Now you can track exactly which apps are trying to use your location. Like right now, I have 0 apps using my location. I don't leave my location on, so but I do have some apps that use my location when I'm using the app. Another thing is the microphone and camera. Now this is interesting because this will not only tell you the apps that are using it, but when you go exit out of this, I'm going to show you at the top right hand corner next to my battery symbol, you'll see a little green dot. Well, every time I turn my screen on, that little icon shows up and then it hides itself and it goes away when my camera or my microphone is not in use. Now, if that green dot is showing up, that means that there's an app that is trying to access your camera or use your microphone without your consent. So that's another nice feature as far as privacy and stuff goes. Another thing I thought was nice is you can go into the settings here and go into, let's see, I think it was display and full screen apps. This was really nice because you can use the app default, which a lot of times you'll have a black bar at the top and a black bar at the bottom, and you don't get the full real estate of your screen. So you can force all your apps to use the full screen if you want. So I thought that was a nice feature. You can also, if you're OCD about the camera cutout, you can also hide the camera cutout. So it'll go all the way to the bottom of the screen, but you'll have a little black bar at the top that'll hide the camera cutout. Me personally, I like to get all of the real estate I can out of my screen. So I set everything to use the entire screen to show the camera cutout. It doesn't bother me at all. So each to his own on that. So because everyone has their own things that they like. Another thing, let's go back into settings, and we're going to go down to advanced features. And this is really nice because before there were apps that you couldn't use in split screen, like Instagram for one example, and it was annoying because for me, I use a lot of split screen. I'll use 2 apps at once quite often. Another thing is the pop-up window. You couldn't use all of the apps in pop-up view. But if you go to labs here, it says multi-window for all apps. So this allows all apps to open in pop-up view or split screen, including apps that haven't been designed for these layouts. I've tried this. So far, I have not had an app that doesn't work under this. So if you click this on, that's going to then allow you to go into your different apps. For example, we had this open in split screen view. It says some features may not work correctly. Well, I haven't had that happen yet. I've been able to use everything just fine. So if you're like me and you use split screen a lot, that's a very, very handy option to have. So anyway, these are just a few different tips that I found in Android 12 to be helpful. I'm probably going to be making some more videos on this because Android 12 there's so many things to cover, and they made so many small changes yet very useful changes that I found, and I've been real happy with a lot of things that I found so far. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you liked the video, and also don't forget to click on that little bell icon to be notified of a new video. So anyway, I hope everyone has a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.